in Azam City. You're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
Everybody to this joint committee hearing and public hearing. Good afternoon, everybody. This hearing is launched by the three committees of City Council. The Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Industry, chaired by Honorable Katkat Lim. The Committee on Barangay Affairs, chaired by Honorable John Carlo Marlion. And Committee on Laws and Style, chaired by this representation. The subject matter of this hearing are two ordinances. First, an ordinance integrating the payment of barangay clearance fees into a unified permitting process of city level, along with other fees. The second is an ordinance amending section 4A.06 of ordinance number 1059-13, otherwise known as the Revised Revenue Code of Osamis City, for the purpose of establishing guidelines in the grant of a qualified grace period and final extension for business permit renewal applications. These ordinances were introduced last session, last week, September 10, by Honorable Cecil Ko for approval on the first reading. We know that Honorable Ko and Honorable Katkat were able to attend the seminar on the guidelines and procedures in streamlining the applications and renewals of business permits to comply with the ease of doing business in Cagayan de Oro City. So, these two ordinances were jointly sponsored by Honorable Cecil Ko and Honorable Katkat Lim, who are both coming from the business sector and who represents the businessmen of the city, among other sectors in the city of Osamis. This ordinance is also duly sponsored by the Chairman of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Honorable John Carlo Marlion. Maman gani nga, nakita yung dakang mga kapitan ka ang tambong, because this affects the barangays, the barangay public officials, kay ang barangay clearance integrate na sa atong sistema sa paglikat og business permit renewal. We also know that these ordinances affect the businessmen. That is why we have here the presence of businessmen. Senanding, can you acknowledge the businessmen who are around? Because this will affect the businessmen in our city.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Before I mention, I recognize the attendees from different sectors this afternoon, Your Honor. Please allow me to recognize first the member of Committee on Laws, Rules, Styles, and Privileges, Committee on Trade, Commerce and Industry, Committee on Public Affairs, members and Chairman, Your Honor.
So before we proceed further, in order to determine the quorum, we'll have first roll call. Secretary, please.
Yes, Your
Second
Honor.
roll call.
Thank you, Your Honor. Honorable Marcelian Tapayan,
Present.
Honorable Lorly Fuentes, Honorable Katkat Lim, Honorable Romero, Honorable Dinky Suizo, Honorable Salvador, Honorable Waminal, Honorable Sakin, Honorable Lau. We have 9 members present, Your Honor, including the Honorable Presiding Officer, Acting Presiding
There
Officer.
being 9 members present, the chair declares a quorum. Please proceed to the acknowledgement of our guest, Honorable Secretary.
Yes, Your Honor, there are the attendees of this committee hearing. Patricia Villapaz, Barangay Kagawad of Cogon, Punong Barangay of Laman, Ricky Aldohuiza, okay, Nina Blasco, Punong Barangay of Balintawak, Joviniano Leison, Barangay Kagawad of Gutocan Diot, Agapito Akab, Punong, Barangay Secretary of Dunya Consuelo, Julieta, Barangay Captain of Calabayan, Laurete, and then Christy May Canyo, Punong Barangay of Giman, Guy Chai, kinsa man ni, Carmen Annex, Barangay Kagawad. Di kailan ko maklaro, sorry. Ricky Fuentes, among Barangay Chairman sa Tinago. Roger Ibis, sa Punong Barangay sa Trigos. And Girly Lungay, Kagawad of Sangay Diot. Teresita, di kayo maklaro, sorry. Barangay Kagawad of Sangay Diot. Then Erlito Apatan.
Please raise your hands kung tawagan mo para makita.
Barangay Punong Barangay of Katadman Manabay. Ferdinand Bonita, Barangay Secretary of Antaon. Gregorio Campos, Barangay Captain o Chairman of Liposong. Manolo Manipul or sa Manila. Sorry di na ko maklaro. Barangay Kagawad sa next time palihog lang. I-print na lang ninyo para maklaro ginagawa. Okay. Si Rini Asok, Punong Barangay sa Mintiring. And then si Jojo Bano sa Punong Barangay sa Sinosa. And Romeo Pausal, Punong Barangay sa Gutukan Dako. Okay, Maria Martin, Barangay Kagawad sa Barangay Triunfo. Okay, ang atong accountant, city accountant sa Dakbayan sa Usami, si Easy Saflaber Hope Dimal. Rolando Akaak, ang ato ang LO4 sa Permit Division. Si Romel Alduesa, ang Punong Barangay sa Barangay Gala. Roman Kagawad sa Diguan. And Jeffrey Aranton, Kagawad sa Diguan. Then Alejandro Purgatorio, Barangay Chairman sa Cavite. Gray Sinodevela, Barangay Kagawad sa Gango. Herminia Perez, Punong Barangay sa Gingguna. Nulan Labadisos, Barangay Kagawad sa San Antonio. Roberto Linsag, Punong Barangay sa Dimaluna. And si Joel B. Di Maclaro, ang Punong Barangay sa Bongbong, Bako Baco. Okay. Ang ato ang Sir Limuel Dinsing, ang ato ang OIC sa IBBLO, and Elvira Malikon, punong barangay sa Labo. And another one is punong barangay sa Lamaan, si Chairman Barangay Captain na Baol, and Honorable Leo Pigalan, atong punong barangay sa Guada. Honorable Adamson Arobo, punong barangay sa Kapukaw P, and atong barangay chairperson sa Bagakay, si Honorable Romero, and Evelyn Ricamada sa atong punong barangay chairman sa 50th, Isidro Kailing, punong barangay sa Santa Cruz, John Kerwinsi, ang ato ang present o current president sa Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce, OZAMIS, and Barangay Carmen Annex, Di kaya na ko maklaro ang next. Bernardo Gazion, ang ato ang representative sa OZAMIS Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Master Barangay San Roque, member sangguniang barangay si Lorio o Loreto Bolate. Okay. Si Rockefeller Impactol, atong punong barangay sa Pulot, barangay chairman, and Raul, di maklaro, and Patir is Dumon, atong punong barangay sa Dalapang, and ang atong local government operations officer, si Sir Edsel Vedra. I think that's all, Your Honor.
I was able to see also a while ago, Sir President Tangkito, di ba na insulong to? Sir President Tangkito? Nara. Okay. Thank you for coming to this very important hearing this afternoon. Ang atong purpose is hearing, atong katuyuan, to give the council members, the committee members, the forum for exchange of views and opinions, and also to give the opportunity to our stakeholders, businessmen, barangay captains, para inyong mapaligot ang inyong mga nauna, mga opinions, even objections to these ordinances, kaya this will affect the businessmen and the barangay captains as well as the public, para magaidan ang committee members kung unsay among imong rekomendasyon pohon. Kay we intend to schedule these ordinances during our session next week for approval na second reading. O basin pa ang sponsor mo recommend for approval na final reading. Munang we need to get your views, your opinions, public views aning ordinances which will affect the public para mag-guide ng atong committee members kung sa imong may more recommendation in duha ka ordinances. So, to start this hearing, Honorable Cecilco is not around, one of the sponsors of this ordinance, who introduced this ordinance last regular session. So, we request Honorable Catherine Lim, who is also familiar with this ordinance, kaya sila man ang appeal sa Cagayan City, to introduce and give us a short briefing on the highlight of these ordinances. We are thankful nga naabot karon si Sir Ejel Bidrak, atong di LJ. Sir Ejel, thank you for giving my office the related circular of the DLJ and the joint circular of the DLJ, the ICT, the ARTA, and the DTI nga nag-guide aning paghimo na ito ng ordinance. No? So, we give na the floor to Honorable Lim to give us a brief introduction. Unsay mga pictures aning ordinance, unsay highlights aning ordinance para masabtandaan sa tanan. Honorable Lim, you have the floor.
Thank you, our Honorable Marcelian Tapayan. The integration of the payment of barangay clearance fees into unified permitting process on the city level is an essential step towards streamlining government transactions. This approach not only simplifies the process for businesses and applicants, but also ensures compliance national policies such as the Department of the Interior and local government guidelines on business permits and licenses. By consolidating various fees, including those for barangay clearance, business permits, and locational clearance, the system becomes more efficient and reduces the burden on applicants. This ordinance reflects the Ascenso Ozamis local government unit's commitment to enhancing service delivery following Republic Act No. 11032, also known as the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. The integration ensures that applicants only need to go through one process to pay all the necessary fees, cutting down processing times and reducing the complexity of securing business permits. Now we will discuss an ordinance, the proposed ordinance integrating the payment of barangay clearance fees into unified permitting process on the city level along with other fees. Whereas the Department of Interior and Local Government issued 2 joint memorandum circulars in 2016 and 2018 respectively. DILG DTI DICT JMC number 01 2016, DILG DPWH DICT DTI GMC number 2018-01, guidelines in streamlining the processes for the issuance of building permits and certificates of occupancy, as well as DILG MC number 2019-177, integration of the issuance of barangay clearance in the permitting processes of cities, municipalities, to aid in the implementation of complementary reforms on all local government units as regards the integration of issuance of barangay clearance in the LGU permitting process. Whereas for the purpose of formally institutionalizing such rules, Republic Act 11032, otherwise known as the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018, was passed into law, and in Section 11, therefore, it provides the barangay clearances and permits related to the doing business shall be applied, issued, and collected, and the city or municipality in accordance with the prescribed processing time of this act, provided that the share in the collection shall be remitted to the respective barangays. Whereas the barangays of Ozamis City have all passed the appropriate ordinances on their level, acquiescing to the policy of integration as stated above. Now therefore, on joint motion of the Sangguniang members present and assembled in regular session, by virtue of the powers vested in the Sangguniang bylaw, now let's proceed to Section 1. Statement of Policy and Coverage. The Ascenso Ozamis LGU fully supports the national policy that all cities, municipalities, and barangays shall observe the standards set out by Congress and the DILG in the issuance of barangay clearance in business permit and licensing system and building permit and certificate of occupancy, BPCO, processes of cities and municipalities. However, this ordinance shall apply only to the issuance of barangay clearance for business permit and local clearance as required for the issuance of building permit. Other clearances for other purposes shall still be obtained from the barangay. Section 2. Can we not discuss the Section 2, Honorable Chair? Let's proceed to Section 3.
Okay, proceed.
Authority to collect barangay clearance fees. The City Treasurer, through the BPLO, is hereby given authority to collect barangay clearance fees, which are to be integrated in the order of payment for business permits, locational clearance, building permits, and the like, together with other attendant fees and charges. Therefore, the City Treasurer shall issue a single official receipt reflecting all the required fees for the permit of clearance applied for by any particular applicant. B. For new applicants, the BPLO must inquire with the barangay concerned of the truth and veracity of the contents in the applicant's submission. On the other hand, this inquiry shall be optional on the part of the BPLO for renewal applications. Letter C. For new structures intended for business purposes, a barangay clearance shall no longer be required if it was already provided by the applicant to the city engineer's office or office of the building official for securing the building permit and certificate of occupancy. In Section 4, rates for the barangay clearance fees. The rates for the fees shall be based upon the barangay ordinance of the barangay where the business is located. Section 5. Processing time. The BPLO shall continue to adhere to the standard processing time of 1 to 2 business days for new applications and 1 business day for renewal applications. Section 6. Barangay clearance signatory. The electronic signature of the punong barangay concerned all shall appear in all barangay clearances, care of BPLO. The latter shall obtain and keep in strict confidentiality all 51 electronic signatures of all barangay chief executives within 30 working days from the effectivity of this ordinance. Section 7. Remittances to the barangays. The City Treasurer and the BPLO shall adopt rules for the effective and efficient remittance of the respective fees due to each barangay, along with all appropriate attachments. This remittance for a particular barangay out of collections within any given calendar month shall be consolidated and be accompanied by a sufficiently detailed master list upon submission to Barangay Treasurer, and in no case shall this regular remittance or submission be conducted later than the 7th working day of the immediately succeeding calendar month. Section 8. Separability clause. If for any reason any section of this ordinance shall be held unconstitutional or invalid, other sections which are not affected thereby shall continue to be in full force and effect. Section 9. Repealing clause. All ordinances, rules, and regulations or parts thereof in conflict with this ordinance are hereby repealed or modified accordingly, provided that the rights that are vested upon the effectivity of this ordinance shall not be impaired. In particular, Section 4A, 08 of Ordinance Number 1059-13, otherwise known as the Revised Revenue Code of Ozamiz City, is hereby repealed. That's all, Mr. Chair.
So we'll start with this first ordinance. I hope everybody was as a bird's eye view of the ordinance, no? Violence sa barangay clearance. So, ang barangay clearance, di na mo iso ang barangay. Dito na sa kuwaon sa City Treasurer's Office. Section 3, Letter A. Ang City Treasurer na authority nga mo collect sa barangay clearance fee. Integrate na sa pagbayad sa mga bayaron sa nag-apply. No? Usahon na tanong bayad. Shortcut ang pag-apply sa mga businessmen, di na matug barangay, mukuha clearance fee. Ang kolektahon ng clearance fee sa treasurer. Unya ang mga kapitan, di sa Section 6, naamoy mga electronic signatures na namoy pirma sa clearance nga inyong i-deposit sa treasury office. So namoy electronic signatures ninyo daan. No? Nga kaning inyong signature na ni privacy, confidential ni. Nga din na sa atong city treasurer's office. O ang inyong mga fees, inyong madawat every month. Section 7. 7 working days after the month. 7 working days after the month, no? Dawaton nyo ang mga barangay clearance fees gikan sa atong LGU with the listing sa mga nambayad. Muna yung mga silent pictures aning ordinance bayan sa clearance fee. So, ang ato ng LGU mo kolekta. Pwede nyo mawala sa barangay kay after the month, 7 days after, i-meet ba sa barangay balik. No? Nailistahan kasi nagbayad na ang inyong mga clearance fee issue na sa zero na nga mo'y pirma daan ng electronic signature. So, hindi na mo ato sa barangay ang mga businessmen, hindi na sa atong LGU, sa city office. Nakuha ninyo? So, muna yung mga binording paghubad sa ordinansa, no? Nya ang BPLO, sa passing time na 1 to 2 days for new applications. Pero sa renewal, 1 day ra. No? We are thankful na di atong BPLO, OIC, si Sel Rimel, no? Dinsing. Anapon atong tisirira, si Ma'am Fina Pekit, nga mo kolekta sa mga clearance fees sa barangay. We envision at tayong kaya napailang undan sa ating pasar nga ang tanang barangay clearance sa tanang barangay, uniform yun. Dili maglanlain. Kaya ang barangay, 50 pesos, ang barangay, 100 pesos. So, maghimo tag undan sa ato po nga City Council, sa LGU, nga mag-uniform tanang mga bayaran sa barangay. Tanang fees, clearance fee, uban pa mga buwis nga pwede i-charge sa barangay. Atong uniform, karon wala pa ni karon. Hinahina ta. Later on, we envision a time nga na ordinance ipasa sa council para ang mga barangays musunod na lang sa ordinance sa council, di na maghimo ordinance. No uniform tanan. Kaya di na maglanlain. Usaraman ta sa atong LGU. So, muna gi-envision sa mayor nga puhon, usa tanan, po atong nahon ng atong clearance fee kay mo gini usa sa mga gi-ihitan sa seminar na ni Honorable Lim o Honorable ko sa Cagayan City nga gi-monitor na karon ni JDLG ang atong DLG Sir EJB da karon na monitor ni, no? So, unahan ito ng barangay clearance nga di na ang barangay may isyo ang ato na LGU. Pero ang bayad, inyo hagapon. Di mawala inyong income sa barangay. So, naimong pungutan na. Tanan, po tapos wala mo kasabot. Kailan po pungutan na. So, sa'yo na sa businessmen Di naman itong barangay, atong barangay, bulo ka ito, kinasasay, wala ang kapitan, wala ang sekretary. Balik lang sir, kay wala din ang sekretary. Balik lang sir, kay wala ang kapitan, wala ang pirma. So, magbalik-balik atong mga nisante. Malangay ilang apply. So, muna na sa ease of doing business nga, madali ang atong pag-preciso sa ilang mga business permit. Muna gimuan ni atong ordinansa to support the ease of doing business law. So, Honorable Chief Priest, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In Section 4, rates for barangay clearance fee, the rates for the fees shall be based upon the barangay ordinance of the barangay where the business is located. So, this coming 2025, sa paglukat na sa business permit, Mr. Chair, ang pasabot ani is magbase paghihapon ta sa unsay ilahang rate or unsay ilahang fees sa barangay.
Yes, muna ang encourage ang mga barangays nga magpasar ordinansa na naman tayo tanan sa mga barangay sa kapasar ordinansa nga i-fix ninyo inyong clearance fees. Pero ang uban lahi, ang uban dagko, uban gagmay. Pero ato na yung uniform pohon. So, wala man tayo ordinansa ng uniform, ang matuman ang inyong ordinance sa barangay. Kung 50 pesos sa inyong ordinance, muna sundon, muna kuliktahon sa atong LGO, sa City Service. Honorable Sipes, okay na? Thank you. Honorable Dingisiso, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Presiding Officer, I'd just like to be in shed light or be enlightened sa ato ang dilemma karon nga gina-face kay we always kana bitang appreciate and of course we are a friendly business center city nga mao gyud natong gina-aim nga dili nato taga-aghago ang ato ang mga businessmen nga malukat og mga permits para po dali paspas ang ilahang pag-process. But prior to that, there's really need for us to really think about mga dilemma po sa atong barangay. Kay I've been in the barangay less than a year, pero ako nakita nga if our Committee on Laws and Means, Ways and Means, remember nga daghan ang gipang submit ang mga barangay o mga barangay ordinance para ma-approve ni city ang ilahang mga omnibus tax code, barangay tax code. I think less than more than 22 ka barangay ang nag-submit pero wala pa nato gipang lay on the table pa nato ang ilahang mga ordinansa kabahin sa mga tax code o barangay tax code kay nagpaabot man ta sa Department of Finance and also with the kaning approval sa ato ang city treasurer kung unsa gyud threshold natong gamiton kay way back 1991 kanang 50,000 annual gross nga atong limit gamay dako kay na sa una 1991 pero 2022 23 24 50,000 is already gamay so bisag mamaligyag uling na naman kay ginansya na nga 200 kapin but pasabot dito na kamo kuha og permit sa syudad dili na sa barangay kay less than 50,000 man munang hangtod karon kanto atong mga tax code nga gipang sabit sa barangay wala pa gyud nato na approve as their barangay tax code if you remember nag-submit mo so kung naa natay bag-ong ease of doing business nga magnaay mga clearances nga diri nakwaon mo po ni ang problema pilay ilang i-charge kay lahi man gud ang rate sa rural lahi pud ang rate sa matag barangay naay siguro rate kung pila ang per cutting coconut sa bukid pero wala may lubi sa syudad so pila wala pud na include dito so mo na ilang gustong mahibaw-an Mr. Presiding Officer kung what are we going to do with katong mga pending mga barangay tax code nga ilang ipa-approve sa city before nato ipa-implement ang ease of doing business nga kining dinhi na sa ato ang syudad maglukat og permit dili na mo adto mo visit sa ilang mga barangay halls.